Hello, everyone. Welcome to the March 2023 cosmic weather. You are not going to believe what I'm doing today, but I think it'll be really fun. In this moment, I do not have the bandwidth to do a cold read. I've been creating a lot and I need something to take the pressure off. So I'm actually doing a tarot reading today for March. Yes, this is a tarot forecast for March. And further, I am breaking it down into sign element. So I'm not doing all 12, but I will do 4. I'm going to do 4 little mini readings for each element. And you can go ahead and apply them to your sun, moon, and rising if you'd like. That's the intention. You'll feel some resonance for all 3. So, is there anything else I want to mention in this moment? If you have not been following me on Instagram or TikTok, go do that. I've been killing it. I've been putting out so much good content. Even like the YouTube shorts that I've been putting out, they're not as long, but I've still been creating a lot lately. So stay tuned for more. I will be creating more, of course. Okay, a couple other things that I want to announce. First of all, happy Pisces season, everyone. My birthday is coming up on March 14th. If you would like to celebrate me, I am more than available. And so I will put my birthday link in the description box or the show notes, wherever you're listening to this. I always allow people to celebrate me. I have a whole link with, if you want to send me a message, you can. If you want to send something to my P.O. box, you can. If you want to do anything like that, if you want to leave a glowing review for me on Spotify, you are more than welcome to. So there's different ways that you can celebrate me if you'd like to, and that will be available for you. What else? Oh, Apex season. Okay, so we start Apex, the spring round or fall if you're in the southern hemisphere. We start this round of Apex on April 1st. So we are officially shifting into that zone, and I'm very excited for this round. I've made some excellent modifications. I've made some changes this time. It's going to be huge. It's going to be epic. And if you are interested in that, now this does have a sharp cutoff date, just so you know. So March 31st is the absolute last day that you can get in, or whenever all seats are full. So just keep that in mind. And I always recommend that if you're going to get into Apex, that you do it more than a week before we start so that you have time to prepare. Apex is not one of those things that you just want to rush into at the last minute. It's like we do a prep call. You have the Consumption Fast workshop that I just recorded the Consumption Fast workshop because we do a Consumption Fast during Apex always. That call alone is an hour where I explain all the guidelines, how you do it, the process, what happens. That is a full hour-long workshop. You do not want to go into a fasted state, completely flying by the seat of your pants. It's not going to be comfortable. You want some time to prepare, and we do the prep call a week ahead of time where I explain the Apex protocol in depth. I give you all the details, and we do all that good stuff. So that is what I have for you there. I'm really excited for this round of Apex. I'm going to be talking about it a lot more. You'll probably see more videos from me talking about consumption fasting. I also have a full Apex playlist on my YouTube that I recommend you check out. So applications are now open. We are shifting into Apex season, and the next round will not be available until October of this year. So if you are ready to just hit the reset button on your entire life and rocket launch yourself into peak performance, this is the program for you 100%. As always, the link will be in the description box or the show notes. And the other thing, at the time that this is coming out, I want to let you know what I was calling the Valentine's Day extravaganza and will transition into my birthday extravaganza is still on. So you can get a month in Astral Playground for free when you purchase a class or masterclass over $100. So just keep in mind that's going to be going until the 14th. So if you're interested, I definitely recommend checking that out. And Astral Playground has been out of this world amazing. It is so much fun. We get together every week and all of the replays are instantly available when you sign up. They are my signature daydreaming sessions. So go check that out if you're interested as well. And let's get into it. Okay, who am I starting with? I'm going to start with fire signs. So if you have a fire sign, sun, moon, or rising, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, sun, moon, or rising. I'm a little rusty, okay? I'm a little rusty on doing astrology-related content. Okay. Let's see what's going on for you in March. Queen of Pentacles, security, stability, receiving. Then we have the Ace of Swords. Take action on your ideas this month. It's going to be a good time to do that because you have the blend of the material plane and the mental plane. So to me, that is pointing to you're going to get the idea and then you can absolutely bring that into action in the 3D. And then we also have the Two of Coins. Beware of wishy-washiness. If you're dealing with and you have that like 50-50 split, wait, like pause, let it build a little bit more before you actually do the thing or make the decision or whatever. So it's okay for this to come up for you. Obviously, there's nothing wrong with wishy-washiness, but take it as an indication that things have not matured enough to the point where action makes sense. So take a beat, give yourself a moment to let the energy really solidify, and then you'll know when it's go time. King of Pentacles, okay. We get it. So because you have the Queen and King, this is just doubling down on your security is the big theme of the month. I'm just getting that there's this extra emphasis on stability and security within yourself. So it's an inside job. It's like, yes, you can expect it to fall from the sky, but the expectation piece is the inside job. So if you're in a sour place and you do absolutely nothing to improve your emotional state this month, you're not going to see any movement. This is about the energy that's available to you. So keep that in mind. It's available, but you can dick around all you want. So I'm just getting that you will constantly have the mental stream of possibilities, ideas, inspiration, new moves that you would like to make, new perspectives that you would like to take. All of that will be available, but your job is really to feel into security. Let security be the name of the game for you in March. Let that be your practice this month, and it's really going to serve you. We'll do one more. Judgment. Commit to what you want. I'm just getting it's like secure yourself in this is what I'm aiming at and this is what I'm committed to. Don't worry about how things are going to shake out. This is not a good month to start shrinking your desires because you think it's more rational or attainable. Don't do that to yourself. Just laser focus on what you want, commit to it, aim at it, line up with it. That's going to make you go a lot faster. If you're, okay, so this is basically where people get tripped up. It's this idea that things will happen faster if I aim lower. but you just end up adding 50,000 steps when you want to skip all that noise. Skip to the end, skip to the part where it's already done, where you've actually committed and received what you want. Go there often. Don't give yourself permission to start entertaining things that are not desirable, that are plan B, C, D, E, F, G. Let yourself go big. Okay. Earth signs. Earth signs are next. Sun, moon, and rising. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, if you don't know. Okay, we have the Hanged Man. Stability coming up again for you as well. But this is a little bit different. I'm getting this is fear of things staying the same, or fear of things repeating themselves, fear of nothing new is ever going to happen. That's what's coming up here. Let's see what else. I also want to remind you, because I just read fire signs if you skipped, and it was all about security, like practicing the state of security. I'm getting for you, this is more like there's some confusion around security and complacency. So you want to discern the two. Security and always being provided for, having that inner stability, I am always provided for, that is completely different from like nothing is ever going to change. It's always going to be the same. It's going to be boring. Nothing is ever going to be different. There's a fear picture coming up around that. And then what else? Page of Swords. Do something different, shake things up, take a risk. Do something you're not used to or you haven't done before. This is a great month for you to initiate something new. Like let yourself say, I'm gonna start a new habit, do something different, go somewhere fresh, visit a place I've never been. You have to initiate the breaking up, the stagnation or complacency that you're experiencing. Nine of Swords. Yeah, there's this like fear of being stuck. Yeah, I already got that. Can you let me know what else is going on though? Okay. So I pulled the Devil for those of you who are listening. This is just a big fat fear picture that's coming up for you in March. Fear of complacency, fear of what if I can't do it? What if it never works? What if it never happens? If you are in money magic or slut magic, I highly recommend that you make mental mold. I teach mental mold in both of those classes. This is the month to lay your foot on the gas around mental mold. Do not lay off. Do not lay off of mental mold in March. It's like, get on it. Get on the mental body. I'm also getting for a lot of you, you're going to want to exercise more of the somatic work. So more of the somatic, body-based practices, body work, getting a massage, allowing yourself to lead with the body is going to serve you really, really well. Don't let yourself just stay trapped in the mind this month. This is not the time to do it. You want to support the mind. You want to direct the thoughts that you have going on. That's going to be really helpful for you to practice thoughts, because practice thoughts are what lead to beliefs. So practice in the direction that you want to go. But I'm also getting that your physical body just needs extra support. I'm getting that you're just scared. You're scared of things. You're like anticipating What if it never changes? And so we want to reconstruct what you're anticipating. One more. Yeah, okay, Four of Swords, it's like beware of trying too hard, overdoing it. This is not the time. For you, less is more. I want you to play with this month. When I soften, I'm receptive. When I'm relaxed, I'm receptive, right? When you're able to lean back, when you're just melting. When you are at your best feeling state, that is when you're most receptive. If you are not in a good emotional state, then your number one priority needs to become mood, elevating your mood, and a relaxation. Those are the two pieces that are most critical. Don't pay attention to anything else. Do not problem solve from a space of I'm scared or not feeling good or what if this doesn't work out. Get far away from that this month. So this has everything to do with busting out the right tool in the right moment. And I'm getting, this is usually what happens. Like as you're being initiated into your own power, there's a lot of, it looked like it wasn't going to work, but it did. There's a lot of that gets lit up during seasons like this. And so I'm just getting, you want to try less, do what feels good, prioritize your mood, prioritize taking care of your body, and then of course being mindful of directing thought as much as you can. But you're just going to have to toggle moment by moment through what tool applies when. Okay. Air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. What's going on for you in March? Temperance. The Star. I want to get the rest of the story first before I read this for you. The Hierophant. All majors. What's up with this? Two of Swords. And the Lovers. Okay. So you have balance, belief, boundaries, and navigating the unknown. Those are like the major themes that are coming up for you. So this is about keeping yourself in balance. That is the name of the game. And the other thing, when you're facing the unknown, consider what is your relationship, generally speaking, to the unknown. This is what March is wanting you to contemplate, because the Two of Swords, this is like, you don't know, you can't see, you're not certain. And I would say this is also coupled with the Star, because a lot of the time, the Star is like what is living beyond the veil that you cannot see. And so that unknown piece is where there's going to be variability for all of you. Ask yourself, how do I capitalize on the unknown, or what is my default emotional state around the unknown? For a lot of you, it's going to be fear, negativity, pessimism, because that's how our brains are designed to work. They want to keep us out of danger, so they orient negative. That's just a general baseline thing that brains do. So you've got to be conscious of that and understand that you have to bring yourself into balance. Assume assume a better story because you're assuming anyway. So assume in the direction that you want to go. Allow yourself to do that often. Have boundaries with yourself. Boundaries. I'm getting the picture that I'm getting for you is like, if you're allowing yourself to stay balanced emotionally as much as you can, March is going to be a really delightful month. There's a lot of really great things that can come into play. If you are not having boundaries around your emotional state or the tools that you're using or what you're implementing when, and you just allow yourself to spiral out of control chronically, then March is going to like slip through your fingers. Like it's going to be here and then it's going to be gone in a flash. So this is all about capitalizing on time, using time to your advantage, having strong boundaries with yourself. I'm getting for a lot of you, this is not the right time to be overly indulgent. Beware of the fuck it's. Fuck it energy in March is not, it's not gonna serve you, because the Hierophant is, there's a strong emphasis on structure and boundaries. And so getting into this laissez-faire attitude is, it's just not going to take you into the places that you want it to go. March is going to be really good for you if you're just bringing your consciousness and awareness to the things that you want and allowing yourself to move into those with ease. And then the Lovers, this is going to be, there's a bunch of different ways that this will express itself. It can be self-love. It can be developments in a partnership. It can be a decision that needs to be made. This is showing up as a wild card. Maybe there's deepening in a relationship or progression in a relationship. So if it's showing up, evolving, there's a decision to make, it's all going to be related, because this is the last card that I pulled. So I'm getting the foundation is like balance, being in harmony with yourself. And when I'm talking about balance, I don't mean a 50-50 split on everything. I'm talking about what is complementary for me in this moment. That's what brings you into balance. So let yourself choose things that are complementary to what you need. Pay close attention to what you need. Give yourself what you need. Pamper yourself the way you need. Have, understand when to tell yourself no, right? That's something that's going to be really helpful. Listening to and paying attention to the strong yeses and the strong nos. What else? Lots of pieces are also coming together for you in March. So the star, I'm just getting, it's like stars aligning, pieces are being arranged, things are happening beyond the veil. So you have to exercise the trust piece. All right. And last but not least, we have water signs. And this is for Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. What's happening for you in March? Show me what's happening in March. Okay, we have the 7 of Wands. This is efforting too much. It's kind of like you can dial down the effort. Make things effortless, or ask yourself, how can I make this more fun? And how can I make it effortless? We have the High Priestess. Let things sit in the incubation chamber of your imagination, of your daydreams, of like the astral realm. Let things bake. Enjoy it while things are in that dimension, if you will, because that's when they're most malleable. So take advantage of that. And then we have the Ace of Rods. Something comes in for you in March. This is, I always refer to this as the you've got it card. So you get something in March, just understand that you don't need to force it. You will know, you will feel the pull when there's an action to take, when it's go time, you'll feel it. I always like reminding people of that. It's not going to feel like excruciating or forced or painful. It's going to feel like, yes, now's the time. So you get something. You get something in March. I'm really curious to see what it's going to be. Justice. Ooh, this is like the scales are being rebalanced. There's some redistribution going on. And it's like there's vindication isn't the right word. What is this? What is the word I'm looking for? This is just saying it's been a long time coming. There's just a lot of energy behind this card. And it's interesting because the Justice card is usually one of my least potent reads. So there's something that like you've been working on for quite a while. I'm just getting this has been a long time coming. It's like justice is served in the sense that you have successfully shifted into a space where you can receive it, right? So especially because it's coming on the heels of you got it, you got something, and this is not to say that there is ever going to be completion, because that's not quite right, but there's something that you've really been deliberately working on, and that's why I'm getting you can lean back a little bit. With the 7 of Wands, that's the spinning your wheels in the mud card. You don't need to try that hard. You don't need to effort that much. So keep that in mind. Let yourself trust when you're in meditation, when you're daydreaming, fantasizing, doing anything like that. Trust what you're receiving in those sessions. Like if you're, now this wouldn't apply if you're in a rotten mood and you're getting scary pictures pop up. That's not what I'm talking about. It's like as it is related to your desires, the things that you've been wanting, let yourself lean into that. Trust it. Trust what is vibrationally there that you can't see yet. Knight of Swords. Doing things your way will be helpful. Like, do not try to cram yourself into a box. You do not need to seek any advice from anyone else. It's not necessary. Trust your inner guidance, trust your inner voice, trust that part of things. So I'm strongly recommending, because there's a few things that I want to speak to. You have, this has been a long time coming. You've been knowing it. You've been feeling it. You've been aligning to it. You've been working on it. Then you have the High Priestess, the inner knowing, the inner vision, the clarity, this is like a divine knowing once again. The last thing that the Knight of Swords does is ask 50,000 people for advice. Of course, I always add the caveat, the people that you actually genuinely trust and want insight and wisdom and people who are consistently able to guide you back to yourself, that's a safe person to use as a sounding board. But someone who is going to project all over you, not have any awareness of when they're giving advice from their own wounded place or anything like that, those are the people that you have to be really careful with. And so the Knight of Swords is like, I am not listening to any of you. I am just going about this in the way that feels best to me, and I'm sticking to it. The last thing that the King of Swords is going to do is ask people whose advice he does not care about. Really keep in mind is, if you are asking someone for anything, are they embodying what you want? Are they living what you want? Are they, how are they being? And is that compatible with what you desire to see for yourself? So you've got to be ultra mindful of that if you're a compulsive advice asker and you're constantly seeking other people's reflections. Just Be conscious. Be mindful of that this month. You do not need to listen to a soul. You can completely just double down on what you want. Trust that inner voice. Trust that inner vision that you have, or that knowing that you have deep down. Trust all of that. And let me know in the comments what comes through for you in March. I'm really curious. And every day you can wake up and just be like, I'm excited to see things pop into my reality. Let them pop. All right, my friends, that is all that I have for you today. I hope you've enjoyed this cosmic weather, and have a wonderful March. Have a good one, everybody. I will talk to you all next time. Bye.